Hi everybody, Kelly here from the Modern Day Tarot. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. All the information on how to book a reading with me is down below this video in the information section. All my other information for my social media pages are all down there below as well. All right, let's get started with your reading. Hey there, Sagittarians, my sun, moon, and rising signs. Welcome to your August 2019 monthly reading. Okay, I have pulled 5 tarot cards for you for your reading this month, along with 1 oracle card. If you're new to my channel, what I do is I pull 1 card for the main energy that you're going to be feeling for the month, the purpose behind why this energy is coming through, how you should try working with this energy, what's blocking you, and how to unblock. All right, so let's get in here. Right off the cuff, Sag, you have 2 major arcanas here, beautiful major arcana. If you're not familiar with what that means, major arcana in tarot, you have the major arcana and you have the minor arcana, and then you have the court cards. The majors are all about big life events, big life lessons, while the minors are like your everyday type of situations. So your main energy this month, we have the sun. The major arcana of the sun, this is a beautiful energy. You guys this month are going to have an opportunity to get some serious clarity about what it is that you really want in life, what you want, whether it's in your personal life, in your, business work area. It's going to give you an opportunity to feel more confident within yourselves, and this doesn't surprise me at all. All the energies that are coming through for all the signs so far is lining up with the transits that are going on in the month of August. We have Sun, Venus, Mars, and Mercury all in the sign of Leo, and that's your 9th house of mental explorations, which means you're going to have an opportunity to really learn some new things, and maybe even doing some travel, and you're going to want this. And with the sun coming out, you are going to be very clear about what's going on mentally, and what you want to learn and what you want to achieve, and you're going to be feeling really good about it. You're ready to have fun with it, and make the most out of this energy. Now, along with the transits and why it's pushing this, here we have the 5 of Cups. This is the purpose behind why this energy is coming through. Now, 5 of Cups, the number 5 in terms of numerology, is all about change. All right. And Cups it's our emotions. So with the 5 of Cups, this is all about feeling a major emotional disappointment. For some of you, this is disappointment that maybe you've been carrying for quite a long time, that maybe because you're just not, getting what you need. You're not getting enough adventure in your lives. You've put others before yourself, and it's, it's hard for you. For others of you, if you notice in the card here, there are 3 tipped over cups. Okay, so anytime I see the 5 of Cups, this tells me that for some, this can have to do with like a close group of friends that maybe, things didn't work out and there was a major falling out. And whether it's close friends or close family members, but all in all, this is about feeling still, some emotional resentment over, past events. Okay, it's still holding a grudge. Okay, the thing here though that you have to remember is, if you see these 2 cups here, if all she would do is just look up long enough to see these 2 cups, she would see, guess what? All is not lost. All right. The problem with this card is you're focusing too much on something that's happened in the past instead of looking at the silver lining. All is not lost. So if this has to do with a relationship that you're in and you're still feeling, angry over it or disappointed over it, this month you're going to have an opportunity to either refocus and start putting some energy into what it is that you need and what you want, and get away from this line of thinking here. Redirect your focus. And the way you need to do this, here we have another major arcana card, is the Star. And the Star is all about our hopes, our wishes. It's true spiritual faith. It's the divine coming through to tell you all is not lost. But in order for you to see that and feel that, you have to get away from this lower vibration. And you'll know how this resonates with you, whether this was a relationship between you and one other person, whether this was a family dynamic that went wrong, whether this was a romantic situation, whatever, because it's emotion, it's cups. So it had to do with a relationship, either within a group or with one other person, that things didn't go well, and you're still having some issues with that. Now, also, I have to mention this because it is a general reading. Sometimes this can have to do with possible drinking issues. So for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, you may have been dealing with this kind of a situation by indulging a little bit too much in alcohol to get past that emotional upset that you've been feeling. But this month, you have the opportunity to get clear and to have new hope, because you're going to be feeling it. And it's a brand new opportunity to learn some new things, get those creative juices flowing, and just feel, once again, hopeful for a new direction. Now, I can't help but correlate, we've got the Five of Cups, which is all about, emotional disappointment and letdown, still crying over spilled milk and holding a grudge. And the Queen of Swords down here in the position of what is blocking you. Now, the Queen of Swords, look at her. She has such a beautiful headdress. All right. She has this gorgeous peacock in front of her, but she is holding her sword. She is a very determined energy. And swords is the intellect. It's our ideas. It's our thoughts. It's our communication. And the whole first part of this month is all about your 9th house of all those mental explorations. And with the sun, the sun is in that house. Venus, it's our pleasure. It's what we love. Okay. Hopes and wishes. All there in that house. You're going to have the opportunity to learn some new things, okay? But with the Queen of Swords, she has been through a tremendous amount. But she has risen. She's the queen that's gone through divorce, gone through illness, gone through emotional and mental, badgering. She's been through it all, and she has risen. And because of all that she has gone through, she has a tremendous amount of wisdom, but she holds back her emotions, okay? And I can't help but feel like with this Queen of Swords coming through and what's blocking you, you're suppressing, all right, something that you haven't been feeling emotionally fulfilled on, and you're suppressing your needs instead of allowing yourself to get out there and do the things that would make you feel so much happier and feel more fulfilled. And when we're stuck in this place and we're not happy, we block out clarity, that, that feeling of knowing what we want and going after it. We lose all hope and faith into what we could have. And we tend to focus too much on what others want. And over time, this queen can very easily become bitter if she doesn't allow herself to bring forward her emotions a little bit. And because of all that she's gone through, that's not always easy for this queen to do. But, with this energy, if it's on the shadow side of it, yes, it can be very judgmental. So for some of you, that could be, blocking you, where you're just feeling very judgmental. You're suppressing, your emotional needs because you keep dwelling on what you've been through. Okay? Now, how to unblock this energy. And it's interesting that right below the star, we have the 8 of coins, or the 8 of pentacles, as I like to call it. 8 of coins, 8 of pentacles. Coins and pentacles, this is all about our finances. It's our money. It's pentacles it's that grounded earth energy. It's things that we can see, feel, and touch. It's, what we strive to earn and save. It's our money. But even on a deeper level, it's also about what we put effort into so that we can gain over time. And the 8 of Pentacles is all about higher learning. So for some of you, you may feel the need to go back to school and learn some new things that you've always wanted to learn, but maybe you kept putting it off because of what, other things that was going on. And what did I say? Sun being in Leo, this is a perfect time for you to put clarity, your passion in learning some new things, action, and your mental ideas into learning new things in your 9th house. That is how you're going to get past this feeling of suppressing what it is that you want to learn, because this is air. This is mental energy, okay? And you've been through a lot. You have been through a lot. But you have such stronger energy coming through that is going to give you the opportunity to start doing what it is that you want to do. And then the number 8 is all about strength. And if you turn it on its side, it's divinity. What goes around comes around. So what you put into, you get back. So Sagittarius, what is it that you've been wanting to put effort into, but maybe you just kept holding off, or you didn't do it for whatever the reason? And the reason is going to be different for all of you. But on some level, this is going to resonate with you depending on your situation. What are you still holding a grudge about that is keeping you from seeing that there's still more opportunities out there? And I can't, the 2 of Cups right there, 2 of Cups. This, and many times people think the 2 of Cups means true love. Sometimes the 2 of Cups is about your relationship with yourself and what it is that you need for you, and you giving to you showing love to yourself. And that's what I said right at the very beginning of this reading. And as we go forward into the month of August, all these planets in the sign of Leo will then move into the sign of Virgo, which is your 10th house of death and legacy. Structure and tradition is ruled over the 10th house. And what needs to change? What needs to transform? Legacy is what you have built for yourself. So you're going to be able to get clear in your mind, you know, especially in the latter part of the month. You're going to take all that energy and all those thoughts and ideas that you were thinking about at the beginning of the month, and then towards the latter part of the month, you're going to be able to really get clear and decide, okay, this is what needs to change and this is what I need to start going for. It's going to be a great month for you. Absolutely wonderful month. Chiron is also in retrograde in the sign of Aries, and he's there from July 8th all the way through December of this year. And he's retrograde in your 5th house of your passion and your creativity. Hello? That's the sun. Okay? Learning more about what it is that you have a passion for. What do you want to get creative with? This can be learning in anything that you desire to know and learn more about that really makes you happy. Whether it's learning how to do something that will make more money, or it's just something creative that you've always wanted to do. It could be learning anything that just brings more fulfillment to your life. And what's interesting here is the star, numeral number 17 here. 1 and 7 is 8. All right, in terms of numerology again, right below the 8 of coins. Okay. 19. 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1. The Queen of Swords is considered 1. All right, this is putting you first. It's a new beginning. When I add up all the cards and then reduce to a single number, I get the number 5. The card number 5. It's time to change this and look at the 2 of Cups. And having a new beginning in a new relationship, whether it's with someone else and move away from this old way of feeling towards a past relationship, or it's a new relationship with yourself, or it's going back to the basics of just, you know, what you need, and putting aside all those times that you put everyone else first and putting yourself first now. So like I said, this is going to resonate differently for all of you, being out there for so many of you. But you'll know and you'll feel it. Now, I've also pulled an oracle card for you, and here we have generosity. All right. And this is the number 40th card in the deck. 4 and 0 is 4. 4 is all about structure and stability. It's our foundation. And let's get a closer look here on generosity. There is an universal law that centers on unrestrained generosity and flow. This benevolent river goddess, the representation of nourishment, healing, fertility, and prosperity, reminds you that life has given this to you freely. You have been offered air to breathe, water to drink, food to eat, and shelter to sleep in. So it is your task to give freely of yourself, no matter how big or small the act, without expectation of receiving anything in return. You allow gratitude to permeate everything you do right now, even the smallest of opportunities and gestures. The very experience of giving and being generous with your heart, your time, your money, your assistance, kindness, and care will provide more value than you can imagine. And when you release all attachment to the outcome, you will be surprised to see how the good fortune you have bestowed on others comes back to you tenfold. This goddess reminds you that this is a truth that has existed since time began and will continue until the world's very end. Okay, Sagittarius, so either this is you needing to give generosity to yourself in terms of learning more that you need, that you have put aside for the sake of others, or the other way around, and you have been holding such grudges and have been pulling back from everyone around you. This month, you're going to have the opportunity to just clear the air and see that not all is lost. This has been a beautiful reading for you, Sagittarius. I hope that you have found this message helpful to you. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all the information is down below. Every time I do a reading, I not only use my tarot cards, I use oracle cards, I use numerology and astrology in all my readings. And I use, multiple cards and layouts in order to get to the answer that you're looking for. So once again, I hope it was helpful to you. Have a great month of August, Sagittarius. Take care and God bless.